Boom, what's a good kills gang? Welcome back to another reaction with your boy. What's happening, famo? I've got something interesting today. So we're gonna be checking out MMA, UFC to be exact. I hope. What a rivalry, top 10 brutal knockouts in rematches, and I hope to God the what is it? Adi and Alex Pereira is actually in there, and they didn't just clickbait, because I'll be pissed. But let's hop into this and see what up.
In the unforgiving world of MMA, cage gladiators are rarely presented with a chance to rewrite history. And taking advantage of that opportunity is often even more difficult than getting it in the first place. Today we present 10 life-changing knockouts in intense rivalries that even the score. Or established sheer dominance.
One of the greatest. I can't say he is.
In April of 2002, a super fight took place between the bane of Pride's light heavyweight division, Wanderlei Silva, and a kickboxing ace turned part-time MMA practitioner, Mirko Cro Cop.
That didn't even look
For
like
the latter, this was only the fourth bout in
am I tripping? That did not
part-time
even look like
MMA practitioner, Mirko Cro Cop.
Huh? Am I tripping? I could be tripping. Let's slow it down just a bit.
Kickboxing ace turned part-time
Oh, no. Jesus Christ. I literally did the opposite. Okay, this is it.
MMA practitioner, Mirko Cro Cop.
Nope, it connected. I stand corrected. Yep. Jesus.
For the latter, this was only the fourth bout in the new discipline, and, without a doubt, the most dangerous one. At the outset, Wanderlei managed to take the action to the ground and strike confidently on the feet. But Cro Cop's ability to negate takedown attempts paid dividends, as did his kicks.
Real good strategy.
According to the special rules, the scrap resulted in a draw, which assured the Croatian of future success. As fate would have it, Mirko and Silva would recollide 4 years later, during which both acquired a frightening reputation as the most devastating finishers in the sport. The rematch took place as part of the Pride 2006 Grand Prix semifinal, with each contestant coming off brutal annihilations of Japanese fighters.
Okay, so I guess this is just MMA.
Whatever Wanderlei's plan was, a crushing fiasco was certainly not part of it.
Have to be aggressive. Oh my gosh!
The Croatian superiority manifested into an early knockdown by the second minute of the battle.
Silva does his wild punch. You can see Silva. Oh no! He got dropped!
The inevitable culmination followed shortly after.
Oh my God, his face is done. Done. It's not there anymore. Well, it's so ahead.
Cro Cop took home the Knockout of the Year award, while the Brazilian was never the same ever since.
Bro, the neck. I don't think the neck is meant to do such movements.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a single person in MMA who has gone through as many ups and downs as Randy Couture. At the turn of the century, he had captured the baddest man on the planet laurels twice. Having lost the title yet again, the 39-year-old veteran decided to try his luck at light heavyweight. His opponent was the #1 contender, Chuck Liddell. Whom the management had long wanted to see as their champion. The Iceman was supposed to clash for the belt with Tito Ortiz, who ended up outright refusing the match. Liddell, regarded as a sprawling brawler with one-punch knockout power,
He likes to throw them hands, man. And he knows how to
was
do
on a
it as
10
well.
in a row killing spree.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hooks, low kicks. Chuck
power,
trying to take care of business, trying to get control.
But the
It's a
accuracy,
knockout.
oh my god.
This is where Couture came in handy to legitimize the introduction of an interim strap. However, things took an unexpected twist. Randy would relentlessly chase Chuck around the cage, mixing striking with wrestling.
I don't think Chuck likes it.
Chuck just missed the right, and Randy takes it down.
Forced back on his heels, Liddell was clearly losing boxing exchanges for 2 rounds.
Oh, and another connection. And Randy, hand by Randy. Randy taking it to Chuck Liddell.
Randy Couture is winning the stand-up.
Right.
And after another takedown in the third,
Liddell's in danger of being knocked out.
the Iceman melted.
Is going to stop Chuck Liddell. Unbelievable.
Chuck would quickly reinvent himself and come back into the mix with flying colors.
Chuck is on the
Big John.
In their 2005 rematch for the undisputed gold, Couture applied the same heavy pressure.
Nice right hand and a left hook by Randy.
Uppercut, dirty boxing. And Liddell.
But Liddell was well prepared.
Chuck wants to do here is counterpunch.
The belt's fate was decided in just 2 minutes.
Randy might be hurt.
Yeah, Randy might be hurt. Randy trying to close in though now. He's down. And Chuck Liddell.
Them rights, man.
Randy
Bang.
ate a left hook,
Oh,
tried
left.
to brawl, and
bad.
paid for it.
They look like
Bang,
right.
that was the shot.
Wait. Oh no.
The
That's
Iceman
second
celebrated
shot.
in iconic
The one that
style.
ended it. But hey, if you're an MMA fan or UFC fan, DC always says it's not the first shot that actually knocks out these guys. The first shot just rocks you. It's the one that comes after that. If you don't evade it, block it, yeah, you're done, man.
The rubber match in 2006 concluded the trilogy with a violent decapitation by Chuck.
See his mouth open like that?
Oh, big left. There goes Randy. Chuck trying to finish it.
He's out.
And it is all over.
Having set foot in the
my
Pride
goodness.
ring in the early 2000s, Quentin Jackson earned notoriety with the very first slam.
Told you, he'd pick him up and slam him to the He's out. I told you.
Such attitude predetermined Rampage's success in the fight business. While his eccentric personality conquered the fans' hearts for years to come. In parallel with the Americans' rise, Wanderlei Silva, an avid proponent of ruthless slobber knockers, was also making history.
Right hand by... And now they are exchanging blows. Both fighters...
Ruling the light heavyweight division with a red-hot iron fist, he stacked up a pile of bodies, including the best of the best in the organization.
Man, I don't get how these guys actually take the knee to the face. Because, see, I can understand, not that I can understand, but I can, I guess, comprehend getting punched. Yeah, I can understand getting punched. Oh, no, not even punched, getting kicked. Because then, like, but the knee, man, you gotta understand, like, the knee or the elbow. Like, do you know how sharp a fucking elbow is? Whoops, my bad, YouTube. Steph. You know what to do. Nah, but like, for example, John Jones. That is probably one of the best examples. This guy's elbows and knees are so pointy. And it's like, he's a big dude, but his elbows and knees are skinny, man. So they are pointy. And when he's... like, who's one guy that... I can't think of a fighter that he fought that he did that to. But when I do, I will come back to you guys on that. But John Jones is definitely
As
one.
well as hand-picked
I don't know how these
Japanese
guys take
journeymen.
knees to the face.
Landing the left hook and a right hand.
Or to the nose, even.
Rampage and the Axe Murderer initially crossed paths in the finale of the Pride Grand Prix 2003. This being the second fight that night for both, Wanderlei looked much fresher than Quentin.
Close early.
In the middle of the first frame, the Brazilian connected with a 1-2.
A good knee. Nice knee.
Out of my mouth, buddy.
Nice kick, nice chopping kick.
Follows it with the left eye.
And charged to seal the deal with a creepy grin on his face.
Smile at him right there.
He is. Wanderlei smiling.
Having landed a high kick, the axe murderer proceeded to wield lethal knees.
Like,
A
Rampage
follow-up
was
meeting
already
scheduled for Halloween of two.
Peep this. He was already. That's what I mean. It's not the first one. It's the one after.
Lethal
But
knees.
nah, he was already out there. From this point, after this one, yeah, you could see. Watch. He's already done.
A follow-up meeting was scheduled for Halloween of 2004 with the promotion's belt on the line.
Jackson meets him with a smile.
Still, no amount of strenuous preparation by the American could stop Prime Silva.
All right, here we go.
In round number 2, he recreated the resolution of their previous encounter with shocking accuracy.
Oh my days. Boom. Oh
Vanderlei
my God,
burned the
that was-
horrifying
that-
image of Rampage hanging off the ropes. A perfect
my
reminder of why the Axe Murderer received such a
God.
menacing nickname.
That's what I mean, man. These
The Brazilians'
knees.
convincing victory did not end the conflict, though. 4 years later, they faced off again on the ultimate proving ground. Silva entered as a former Pride champion, while Jackson had recently lost the UFC strap.
The battle continues.
The winner got a chance to revive his career.
Page with a quick jab.
Oh.
Silva is out. It is all.
Rampage showcased his improved defense and caught the Brazilian Axe off guard with a laser-sharp left hook.
Good left hand. Silva is.
The story of personal hatred finally came to a close only in 2018, when the fighters grabbed
Damn,
fat
these
paychecks in
guys.
Bellator, reaffirming the
Look at
notion
them.
that
I shouldn't be doing this, man. I'm just saying there is a noticeable difference in the weight, or even the shape, man. The muscle is you can see that the muscle is there, but you get what I mean, like. You can
when
tell
the
that
fighters
this-
grabbed fat
these-
paychecks in
this was-
Bellator, reaffirming the notion that Father Time
Prime
is
anymore.
undefeated.
Use that counter.
Jackson.
Never mind.
Rampage evens the series.
In September 2014, Conor McGregor's resume included just 3 octagon appearances with 2 knockouts.
Brandon looks hurt. This could be the end. This could be it.
The counterpart, Dustin Poirier, on the other hand, was considered a
Honestly,
seasoned,
I might
high-caliber
actually
featherweight
like
contender.
Dustin
Be done. Here we go.
as a fighter, even.
Nevertheless,
I just
having found
like
the
Dustin's
opening
style.
for a left hook early into the contest, the Notorious wouldn't beat around the bush.
Hands at his hips. Having a conversation. Looking to finish the fight.
That's it. Wow. That's the real deal, ladies and gentlemen.
The fans were forced to wait for their next collision 7 long years, and a lot had changed along the way. Since moving up in weight class, Poirier has become a top-tier striker in the UFC lightweight category,
I like his style. And don't get
and
it twisted.
added an interim title
He'll
to the
still get it in the
portfolio.
ground. He nearly
Conor,
ended.
after capturing belts in 2 divisions, got filthy
GOAT.
rich off a boxing endeavor
Not the
and even
GOAT.
announced retirement.
Oh, your go maybe.
So,
Khabib.
when McGregor chose Dustin for a comeback, the fan base was expecting fireworks.
Center of the octagon, 90 seconds to go in the round.
Game, right? He's not a wrestler. We're having the wrestler.
But following the initial onslaught,
Nice
Not
left.
a counter
Check
right
hook.
hook,
the Diamond cracked the riddle of the Irishman's strategy. Having crippled Conor's leg with calf kicks by the middle of the second round,
Blind, right? Because every time you throw him, the end of the punches.
No, man. You can't sit out here at this.
Poirier turned the adversary into a shaky target.
Return. He's got to go back to the count. Oh, big left and now a right.
Bad.
Oh, my God.
A precise right hand moving backwards signaled the beginning of the end for McGregor, who got KO'd for the first time.
Power
Even,
behind
the
that.
fighters met in a rubber match half a year
Oh,
later.
God.
The Notorious opened with spinning kicks,
23rd.
followed by chopping leg kicks. Dustin responded with heavy boxing combinations. And the action transferred to the mat.
He's got a guillotine here.
Poirier was active from top position.
But Dustin's right back on top of him.
Them elbows. Like I said,
However,
the
the
elbows.
ending happened on the feet.
Oh my God. Yep, done. He's got them. He's got them, man.
Who knows? Maybe we'll witness another chapter of their rivalry.
My check. Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby.
Come on, man.
By 2019, Demetrius Johnson was running out of UFC records to break.
Like, I lost
In a span
Connor,
of
but
7 years and 11
come on,
flyweight
Connor.
belt defenses, he'd been crushing cream-of-the-crop contenders in a stand-up.
Does everything perfect. If you
And leaving them no chance on the floor.
Oh, I don't know him, but I've seen him.
Phenomenal.
After
And
signing
I've
with the Asian
heard
promotion
people talk
One
about it.
Championship, Mighty Mouse dominantly won the Grand Prix in the 135-pound category and received a
big-ass
title
belt.
shot in 2021.
Trying to choke the man out.
The opposing champion, Adriana Moraes, has been a mainstay in the organization for 8 years, with all the finishes coming by way of strangulation. But against Johnson, the Brazilian surprised.
Would you rather get choked out or get knocked out? That's a very, very like. Would you rather get choked out or knocked out? Because getting knocked out, I wouldn't know. I have not been knocked out. Choked out. Have I been choked out before? I don't think I have. But which one would you rather have? I'd rather be knocked out. Because the risk that comes with being choked out, there's just too many of it.
Everyone, utilizing the size advantage, he let kicks fly.
Outside.
And the hands go.
There's almost no tell. There's no difference.
DJ threw a game plan out the window and went full throttle.
Demetrius almost walked into a high knee there, did DJ. He got caught by Moraes.
he walked
Top
into
position
a
now for the
fucking-
champion.
Oh,
Throws a knee on the jaw. DJ's hurt. It's good night, Irene.
There, you can see DJ.
An ill-advised exchange and a deadly knee rendered Demetrius unconscious for the first time ever.
East met Western.
A year later, Mighty Mouse got a chance for revenge. At the outset, Moraes was even more daring than before.
From DJ. Good kick.
DJ's wobbled. Is he hurt?
Yes, he is wobbled up against the...
Only by the third round, Johnson managed to seize the initiative.
DJ elbow followed him into it. He's a keep.
They're throwing them. Oh, he caught him that time, DJ did.
Yeah, when Adriano gets in that
Simultaneously, he would start searching for a flying knee.
Flying knee, you got it. DJ that time comes back. The wild right, another...
And after a two-way shootout in the fourth, Mighty Mouse executed a fantastic sequence.
DJ's making slightly smaller movements.
Oh.
Right, DJ.
Oh my God.
DJ just made a statement. DJ just
What
made a
the
Demetrius Johnson.
hell was that? And then boom with the knee at the end against the fence.
Having landed
man.
a right hand,
Boom.
Johnson held back
One.
to launch a knee at the perfect moment.
Bang!
Even at 36, there's plenty of life in the old dog yet.
Smaller movements.
Oh, big right, DJ. He stunned it. Big knee.
What the? I want to
George
say
St.
what
Pierre
the
is on the
F, but I
Mount
know I
Rushmore of
cannot.
MMA for a reason,
So I'm trying
and his
to-
trilogy with Matt Hughes forever changed the course of the UFC welterweight history. They first met in 2004, when the Canadian had only 2 fights in the promotion.
This is Johnson. He's still wobbling. And he's down he goes.
In contrast, the American powerhouse owned the most impressive slam highlight reel in the sport,
Could be the finish. It could be.
as well as 5 defenses of the belt. The same one that BJ Penn had recently took from him.
JSP though,
DJ's got
man.
incredible back choke. He's got the choke. He's down.
It's over. Eddie Brown.
In this old versus new school matchup, the interim title was on the line, and Matt wasted no time getting a takedown.
There it is. Matt Hughes.
On the mat, St. Pierre grabbed a kimura, gifting the opponent an easy armbar.
Matt Hughes like a submission, and it's all over! It's all over! Matt Hughes!
In 2006, an updated version of GSP stood across Hughes. In 5 victories in a row, the Canadian had consistently dominated on the canvas.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Bam! Oh!
And destroyed the opposition with ground and pound.
Pain on his face. He's in danger of being...
In the rematch, St. Pierre was stinging the rival with jabs, peppering him with kicks,
Do it intentionally.
and went on the offensive closer to the bell.
And the power of Matt Hughes.
That was close.
In a second, Matt looked lost, and
That's being
GSP
saved by
finished
the
the
bell.
job.
Throwing a long jab of his own. It's
Oh, Jesus. Nah, it's done. Look at his face, man. It's going purple. The guy is gasping for air. Man, his face
Picture-perfect
went
head kick
purple after getting kicked.
wobbled the ex-champion, and Dana
Look at this, man.
White crowned the biggest star for years to come.
Oh yeah, he held it.
Fast forward a year, and they clashed for the belt once more. On this occasion, St. Pierre audited Hughes in his own domain.
One side to possible...
Oh my god.
Trying to submit yet.
Tap. Please tap, man. God damn.
In the main event of UFC 260, the best version of Francis...
Oh, my brother, man. My brother. Francis Ngannou, if you don't know, from Cameroon, same as me. Come on, let's go. Quick round of applause for that.
Ngannou entered the octagon. 3 years have passed since the Cameroonian's first attempt to dispute the throne, when he found himself in deep waters versus an elite wrestler. With a shotgun of a right hand, Stipe Miocic.
I respect my friends.
This time, though, the Predator was coming in with exemplary takedown defense.
Very intelligent striker.
And a streak of 4 knockouts back-to-back.
Felt more confident in it. Oh, he got hurt. There for Biggie Boy.
Guy, oh my god, oh.
During the same stretch, Miocic broke his own title defense record.
Stipe has to have one of the toughest chins ever. Because to take a punch from Francis like that, I'm sorry, yeah, but he survived 1 round with Francis Ngannou, where no one else could do so. So, hey, well, Cyril Gane did, but everyone else is just
I don't understand why he still does that.
And Derek, but that was,
And
I'm not
came out
talking about
victorious
that.
from the trilogy with Daniel Cormier. But this contest was one-sided as it gets. Ngannou dominated the promotion's greatest titan for a full round.
Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. Francis Ngannou.
The tension in the electrified air could be cut with a knife.
Come on. Oh. Please
Air could
listen
be
to
cut
that
with a
again.
knife.
Fire a little bit in order to force.
That's the sound of 2 full-grown heavyweights smacking the out of each other. All you hear is just... Not even that. It was like a thud, like boom. Imagine being punched by that, man. You're done. You are done.
Tension in the electrified air could be cut with a knife.
Fire a little bit in order to force Francis to fight.
Until a heavy leather exchange put an exclamation mark on the long-awaited revenge.
Stipe back to his feet. He's another uppercut.
And ding!
Francis Ngannou can finally call himself.
Even after eating a signature right cross from Stipe, Francis kept composure. He cracked his opponent's chin with an elegant left hook. The champion collapsed to the floor like a puppet with no strings.
Yeah. That knee got fucked just a bit.
Considering the outcome of their previous encounter, nobody expected a thriller of the year from Leon
this
Edwards
is like slowly
and Kamaru
building
Usman
up.
Part 2.
They're keeping
Back
the
in
sauce for last.
2015,
I can see
Leon
what
got
they're
going
doing
with a
here.
left cross blended with a kick.
It did change down when
Usman immediately in. Oh, left by Usman.
Usman held his own in the stand-up
Oh, he got tagged by a hard left.
Now it is hurt.
and put on a wrestling clinic.
Clinch. Let's see if he can get it. He gets it back here. Got it. And he, both of the trip
so
and he gets
far.
it.
He was taking Edwards down at will and dominated in the horizontal plane with ground and pound.
You to punch instead of throwing the hooks in, and he's landing huge shots here.
Subsequent to that contest, they won 22 bouts combined with 0 defeats, but their careers went different routes. Kamaru claimed the welterweight belt, expropriating the remnants of Tyron Woodley's fighting.
This fight, no, I cannot call it a fight, because Tyrone was not fighting. He was getting his ass whooped to bits and just standing there whilst getting punched in the ribs, just doing this. I couldn't recognize Tyrone Woodley, man. I genuinely couldn't. I was like, what is going on here? Like, what? Like, he's still Tyrone, but actually no, he changed after that. After this, Tyrone was never the same. But before this, you know Tyrone Woodley. Like, come on. He didn't get the belt for nothing. But he got his ass handed.
Spirit.
This wasn't a fight. It was a man giving a son a lesson.
Then the Nigerian's finishing ability came to life, and opponents began to fall like Bitcoin.
Whoa! Let's
like
replay
Bitcoin.
these photos. 1, 2, and ding.
Leon, once known as a
My
prolific knockout
days.
artist before the UFC,
he's sliding in. There it is.
Really good technical performance.
had his hands turned into pillows and would rarely drop anyone.
What we really used to sort of champion this game, but it's just been called.
And in the latest outing came dangerously
Yeah.
close to losing against Nate Diaz. However, in the prologue of their 2022 sequel, Edwards switched gears, executed a trip,
Good job.
and banked around on the canvas.
What a start!
In the second, he kept stinging Kamaru on the feet.
Leon's back to keep him from moving. With every passing moment. Oh!
In response, Usman pressed forward, putting real power behind punches, and the tide started to turn.
Really putting the pressure on him now.
Oh, nice uppercut from the champion.
Usman is something else, man.
Halfway through the scrap, the champ implemented wrestling and secured multiple takedowns.
And he gets him again, easy. This comes back, returns, puts him back down. So even if
By the final lap, even the commentators were saying Leon was done.
If it wasn't obvious enough, Leon is broken out, and
he may have resigned himself to losing a decision.
If only they knew.
which he is caught. I mean, that is a
Man, this is going to still be a meme. I don't know how many years. Kamaru just being like,
At the last minute, Edwards faked a cross and fired a head kick from the launch pad.
Oh my goodness. This is a great combination from Edwards. Oh my goodness.
dazed him.
Being a gentleman, Leon abstained from follow-up shots as Kamaru was staring into the dark void.
that is a
On the verge of a rematch with Daniel Cormier in 2017, John Jones took on the unusual role of a hungry challenger. That didn't stop him from declaring that DC is nothing more than a fake champion with a tin belt around his waist.
Hey, pussy, are you still there?
Jones supported these accusations with 8 successful defenses, and the fact that he lost the crown due to problems with the law and doping, not in the cage.
Here's a nice elbow.
The 38-year-old Olympian who'd won the gold fair and square against Rumble Johnson and defended it twice had no desire to participate in petty squabbles.
BC, can he get him? Yeah.
Daniel was dead set to put to bed all the doubts about his legitimacy as a title holder by breaking bones in the octagon. The fact that the fighters had already met 2 years earlier added fuel to the flames of hatred. Back then, a series of incidents outside the cage ended with a confident victory for Jones.
Grudge match. Look at this. Goes the distance.
Oh.
But in the opening couple of rounds of the second collision, the proof of Cormier's bad intentions was in the pudding.
Wrestling from the catching those kicks at all.
He was pressuring and landing to the head and the body.
DC is seeing everything as well.
Yet, in the third, Jones displayed his genius once more by fulfilling a prediction made 2 years prior.
So don't think you're gonna kick me in the head with your left leg.
He's just having a hard time reaching.
Oh. And he did. And then. But this is what I love about John Jones. I don't care what people say. Actually, yeah, say what the fuck. Say what you want, right? John Jones is a dirty fighter, but he's just a real fighter, and that's what I love about him. He utilizes every bloody weaponry in his arsenal. Everything. He always uses everything. He doesn't like hold back. No. He's giving it to you, and he's giving it to you raw. Pause. That's John. That's John.
Noticing DC's habit of leaning to the right, Bones unleashed a whipping kick from a southpaw, then mercilessly tripped the wounded victim and gave Daniel the first career knockout loss. Nonetheless, Jones's epic comeback was again overshadowed by a PED scandal that canceled the official outcome of the contest, but not its stunning magnificence. In turn, the reinstated champ Cormier decided to go big in a series of title confrontations with the heavyweight ruler, Stipe Miocic. In the first meeting, DC celebrated a grand success.
Exactly what you gotta do.
The sequel, on the other hand, turned into a disaster.
Whoa. Hi! Imagine getting punched so hard that snot comes flying out of your nose. I'm sorry, DC.
On the other hand, turned into a disaster.
Boom! I have to replay that. It literally went unconnected. Bro, Miocic didn't care.
If there is an MMA fighter whose path can be called thorny, it is Michael Bisping, getting so close to the top over and over again, only to suffer defeats to the upper echelon.
There it is again!
The Brit managed to pull the golden ticket in 2016, when the middleweight top dog Luke Rockhold lost his opponent shortly before the event. The former owner of the Strikeforce belt had already faced Bisping 2 years earlier and dispatched the count with ease. He effortlessly outstruck Michael on the feet.
Whip kick from the front leg. Oh, the head kick. Bisping's down.
Big head kick.
And just as handily finished him on the ground.
Mount position.
Bisping became another victim in Rockhold's run for the ultimate prize. Everyone and their mom thought the champion would easily deal with the annoying challenger in a rematch. At the same time, Michael proclaimed that he was going to shock the world.
I know that I'm better than this.
Sounds like the worst self-help book you've ever read. Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the fuck up. Listen.
Here we go!
For 3 minutes, the Count patiently aimed the left hook at the head of the arrogantly careless champion.
Bisping's longtime trainer, Jason Perillo.
And when he finally fired the punch of last resort, Rockhold wasn't ready for it. Dropping Luke with the left hook Larry, the Count pounced on the opportunity to snatch the crown and rushed for a finish. The referee saw enough, and Bisping made the most unexpected career comeback in the history of the sport.
See belt around his waist.
Isn't it also like have
this
one
short
eye?
list is far from comprehensive, and we've got more rivalries and scintillating knockouts for you.
Reaching jump. This is it. He's out.
If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and
what did I say at the beginning of this video? That I hope these guys didn't clickbait me, and they did, and they even put the Rampage Jackson slap at the end, as in to say like, okay, no, I shouldn't do that. Nah, I actually thoroughly enjoyed that though, even though they still clickbaited me. So it does happen. If you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. And don't forget to subscribe and get us to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I am ready and I'm tasting it, baby. For now, your boy's out.